Everyone knows that copying a billionaire's daily routine is a great way to get more successful. But the hardest part is knowing what to copy because you don't know what actually applies to your own life. Well, you're in luck because I read this entire biography on Elon Musk to find the most important daily hacks you and I should be copying to get rich. This video will legit 10x your income, so take some notes because I've read over 50 biographies on history's greatest entrepreneurs, and once I started copying their daily routines, my life changed. Before I lay out the top ways Elon structures his day, I just want to say I can guarantee you that you will fail as an entrepreneur if you aren't studying history's greatest entrepreneurs. Guarantee. The first important hack in Elon's daily routine is speed, not the drug. In the early days of SpaceX, Elon moved so fast and moved his team so fast that people thought he was literally insane. So here's the first piece of Elon's day that really shows this. Early on in SpaceX, he hired the first 2,000 employees himself. In one of the interviews, the guy ended up getting hired and he asked Elon, well, when do I start working? Elon told the guy like it was completely obvious, you start working right now. And it was something like 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. And this was just one of a million ways that I found that Elon structures his day around speed. Here's one more example of him doing this so you can really apply this to your own life right now. So one time someone emailed him at I think like 1 in the morning, and the person said that he responded like 2 minutes later. And he was known for always doing this. He was just always online. Bro was chronically online. But for real, he knew that every single day that he just didn't move as fast as possible was just one day sooner that they would fail. You and I need to remember the importance of speed in our careers right now. So here's how I applied this to my own life and copied it from his day to my day. Because I'm prioritizing my business above all else right now, instead of waking up, moping around for a bit, having coffee, breakfast, gym, whatever, I now just wake up and instantly start working for at least 2 hours. Then, I hit the gym and stuff like that, but I just want to make sure I'm prioritizing speed of getting things done right when I wake up. And, it's just about prioritization right now and speed. Okay, the second most important thing that Elon structures his day around is the people he surrounds himself with. This is a crucial factor for the success of Elon's day. As I'm sure you know, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And Elon understands this at such a deep level, probably better than anybody on the planet. Here's a quick story of how Elon goes to such extremes to surround himself around the right people. So there was this genius guy from Turkey, engineer or something, that Elon really wanted to come work at one of his companies. I think it was SpaceX at the time. Elon tried getting the guy to come work for him for over a year. After a million times of messaging the guy to see if he somehow changed his mind, Elon finally gets him into an interview, and he knows that the reason the guy doesn't want to come work for him is because of relocating. The reason being his wife worked at Google, and that would be super risky for them to leave her high-paying job. Elon knew this, so before getting on the call, he called Larry Page, who was the CEO of Google at the time, and had them relocate the guy's wife to Texas, just so that it all worked out. Like, insane. You and I need to take a huge lesson from this. Literally, the richest, most successful entrepreneur and capitalist of all time knows how important it is to get around the right people. So what I started doing and took from this, from Elon's day, is again reading these biographies. So there's the Elon Musk book and a bunch of the other ones, because I'm basically surrounding myself around them by reading their biographies. And then also I started messaging people on Twitter that are in my niche, seeing if they want to get on a call. So those are some things that you could probably take away from Elon's day as well. And remember, it's not what you know, it's who you know on that one. The third thing that Elon does and structures his day around is a deep learning and self-education, like you are with this video. So good job. So after the first SpaceX launch, which failed, by the way, they failed for like 3 times in a row. On their 4th one, it was their last one and they made it work, but that's not a part of this story right now. So after the first launch, the whole team was flying back to America because they had to launch it on some deserted island, I think in the Bahamas. Anyways, the team was really down and sad on the plane back because Elon was putting all of his money into this thing after exiting PayPal. Most people would just probably chill out after making $180 million, but he wanted to spend all of it on SpaceX, Tesla, and SolarCity. But yeah, they just had 3 launches left of Elon's money before he'd be completely broke again. So you can just imagine the stress that everyone was under after that first rocket launch failed. But on the plane ride back, one of his team members noted, and this is what I took from it, is that on the plane ride back, he spent the entire plane ride reading a book about engineering or physics or something like that. You see, he knew because he failed, there must be some gap in his knowledge, and literally right after it, he immediately just started learning even more. He understands probably to this day that to get where he wants to go, he has to be a learning machine. You don't just wake up one day and everything clicks, you know how to get to Mars. You have to spend that time learning and reading. Even people of Elon's caliber spend hours a day learning. This is kind of a side note. I actually saw a tweet of Elon about his top books, and like half of them were biographies. So you and I are onto the right path. So what I want you and I to steal from this part of Elon's day is to spend even more time learning, more than you already are. It's exactly why I started reading these biographies and want you to start doing stuff like this as well, watching these videos, learning from what the greatest entrepreneurs of all time are doing. Because I don't want you and I to have any gaps in our knowledge in business, because a mistake that might take us 3 years on our own to figure out, we could just read a book that was like $15 about, Elon's story or Sam Walton's story and learn that mistake in like 2 days of reading. I know this probably wasn't the video you were expecting when you clicked on this. You probably wanted some, mental masturbation of specifics of what Elon does, being a billionaire, spending his money, whatever. But I feel like this is more tactical frameworks that you can apply to your own life from how he structures his day, how he thinks about his day. So again, Elon's day consists of speed, the people he surrounds himself with, and a deep understanding to self-educate. I hope you can apply these to your own life. And if you want to share this video to one of your fellow entrepreneur friends, that'd be great. Peace.